not know is performance. Geometry Dash, while it appears easy at first glance, is a complete understatement, as behind the play button shows the levels created by its developer Roptop. And while these main levels fundamentally show the creative aspect of the game, nobody could have expected the lengths in which the Geometry Dash community would go, with the help of one simple click. While being given a handful of options to experiment and test the game's limits, two of which is what made the community spark on its own. By one, you can create your own levels and upload them for the community to see what you built, and the other for players to view it. But with this comes a very important task. You see, in order to upload your own levels, you need to beat it. Whether it is easy or difficult, it is what needs to be done. But that shouldn't be much of a problem unless you want to verify something unbelievably difficult. It has been done many times before to further expand the lengths of players' skill and precision. And while there are many players that broke the barrier to what was once deemed impossible, one level in particular has done just that. When creating a level that you want to stand out, you need to choose between three different routes: the creative route, difficult route, or a mix of both. And if you are lucky, your level could be featured. This means that the developer Roptop has approved the level to stand out with the tens of thousands of other known creators, instead of it being lost to time. And with these thousands of levels comes different varieties of difficulty, going from easy all the way to extreme demon, which is the hardest difficulty category the game presents. And with the hundreds of extreme demons out there, one stands out among the rest. And that level is none other than Tidal Wave.
Because it says CA. I thought it was Canada. And Ontario's a city in Canada. But it says arrived at carrier facility, Ontario, Canada, US at 1:11 on Tuesday, February 25th. Wednesday, February 26th, it left the carrier facility in Ontario, Canada. And then at 11:43 p.m., it also left the carrier facility in Ontario, California. I don't understand how.
Created by OmniLink, it is arguably known as the hardest level ever legitimately beaten. It took the verifier Zork almost 50,000 attempts to beat it, and while most people wouldn't bother even attempting to get progress on this level, a few, however, did.
One's white, one's black.
The first major progression video uploaded was actually done the same
either
day
way,
Tidal
I
Wave was
just
verified
figured-
on the 10th of September.
white.
They're $195.
Oh wow. But
We paid $180.
24% achieved by Vision. It was the start of the race to become the first victor of this insane level. But there was a problem. The first drop of the level was infamously known as the hardest part because of its
we'll probably have to wait
precision
for a
needed to
weekend
pass
or
through
something.
it. So if there was anyone to
Maybe
make
you
more
can work on that
progress,
Sunday
it would
while
take
the
a little
girls.
while for someone to pass it.
I know a
But
lot
on
of times
October
you like to
23rd,
be here
Trick,
when I have the
one of
girls,
the
which I
best players
appreciate,
right
but stuff
now,
needs to be done
achieved
too.
43%, moving past
You
the
know?
hardest section of the level.
I think one I had to get for the boys that said 400 pounds.
At this point, Trick is now in the lead. Hundreds of thousands of players cheered him on for his progress. And what's crazy is that he wasn't done from there, because 4 days later, on October 27th, he would achieve a new record of 62%.
Maybe though, it's not before you get the teams and you can do both of them.
His dedication and consistency was insane, and to everyone, it looked like he was going to be the clear winner of the race to become the first victor. However, something would put a halt. for anybody
Maybe
to
you
have
can work,
additional
but I mean, I
progress.
drove for like 4 hours, so.
Months would go by without any major progress from Trick or Eviction, and nobody else wanted to give it a try. Why is that? Well, you see, 2 months before Trick's 62% run, Geometry Dash had its 10-year anniversary, and some major news was announced in that video. The release of Geometry Dash's recent update, 2.2. It was to be released at some point in October, and for the meantime, everyone was focused on waiting for this very long-awaited update. But
I
weeks
know
would
there
go
was
by, and there
Sunday
was no
because I'm
update.
like,
It turns out Geometry Dash was going to be pushed back to November, and while that doesn't seem far away, the hope for 2.2 to release would sadly diminish. Again, weeks would go by with no update, until RobTop actually released it. The news spread like wildfire. Millions of people looked away from the hardest levels and wanted to experience the new update in all of its glory, testing out many new mechanics, the new platformer mode, breaking Geometry Dash, and more. And while everyone is having the time of their life, a massive controversy would unleash, and it would draw everyone's attention back to Tidal Wave.
Well, I killed 30 people.
Write directly in books and documents. Kindle Scribe.
Literally one people.
Round up spare change into saving stocks of Bitcoin. Use cash apps on it. Despite Zoink verifying the level 5 months before, Tidal Wave never actually had been rated. Everyone didn't think much of it at first, but because it has been 2 months since RobTop released 2.2, people thought he'd finally have the time to rate it, but it never happened, which made people so mad to the point that Geometry Dash mods were getting attacked, which eventually ended up with RobTop being the decider to rather rate it or not. And well, it was rated. With the community now focused back to Tidal Wave, progress would slowly start returning, because a day before Tidal Wave's official rating, Helix would get a run of 40%, making him Trick's first competitor, and one of the most underrated players in the race. What? Although this competition was short-lived, because in Helix's own words, this attempt was crazy blast. I am not getting back there for a solid minute, meaning Trick's title as the dominant player was safe. But only a week later, Trick would meet his new competitor. Oh my god! Now you gotta focus on 0 and 3. Somebody had matched Trick's 62% run. And not only that, but this player had just barely beat Trick's record by pure decimals. This was W Popoff. With both Trick and Popoff having the same percentage, the race has officially started.
He wasn't paying attention of where he's going. He kept watching the TV while he's driving. Then he just stopped to smell the road. Like my anxiety's high enough with that kid driving. Really?
No, it's
I don't know if anybody's gonna hate it or not, but
I wonder why do we need the bridge like the military base? Maybe we need it.
they removed it.
Yeah.
Military base?
No, not military base. The bridge like after.
Oh, I didn't know there was a bridge attached to it.
Not after the military base, like the government. Let's see. I think winning because of one of our teammates. Oh wait, Hungry Team, that's me. I'm well, I'm the goat right now. Whoa, then we get the other side. See, our other team already claimed it. But I don't know why our team make it again.
Why were in the same corner?
To play.
Go to your left. Straight left. Nope, other left. Straight up in that area. Nope, there. Go right. There you go.
That's a mile away. I don't go into it. Yeah, cute. I was trying to wear a red t-shirt. Now I'm wearing it. That's why I keep Mom, you want to see my YouTube channel? I'm gonna leave that car in the But I did. I did military duty. Look, Dad. So I'm military duty. But I did you flew in it before and I found out that I didn't know. I thought it was a Mom, you want to see my YouTube channel? Oh, Dad, you can while you